Welcome.
Welcome. Nail Before Pod video. We're answering an email multimedially. Yeah.
See, that means you can hear us as we speak and see us
In your eyeballs.
at the same time.
Right. I'm jacking off two cocks in your face.
Reminds me of a joke. I'll tell you later.
Okay. So the email's from Jamie Baca.
Mm-hmm.
And Jamie writes, Dear Nail Before Podians, I'm a 35-year-old artistic dude who loves pop culture. I grew up in the late 70s, early 80s when video games landed heavily, be it via stand-up arcade games or consoles. As much as I remember playing Missile Command on my Atari 400 as a wee tot, I love playing The Force Unleashed on my Xbox 360. I've always enjoyed video games.
Wait a second. It's in Canada, so actually wouldn't it be like an Xbox 385?
Yeah.
Hey-o! Sorry, Jamie.
In the late 90s, I started enjoying games on the PC. Jedi Knight was a favorite of mine as I could actually play against or with other people online. This was the beginning and end of my online gaming experience as I tired of it after about a month and stuck to single-player missions. In fact, I've not played many, if any, games on my PC at all since getting my original Xbox in 2003 or so. You may know where this is going. I'm an MMO retard. Anytime you guys get into it on the show, my eyes just kind of glaze over like Tim Hortons Honey Dip Donut. Yeah.
Let's think about that for a second.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't know what WoW really is. I thought it was a 2D on-screen strategy thingy. Star Wars Galaxy came along and I was kind of interested, but balked at paying monthly to play a game I'd already paid for. Fuck that shit. Well, fuck that. I added shit. The closest I've ever gotten to playing any kind of role-playing game was the fantastic KOTOR for the Xbox, which I loved. Someone gave me a free copy of KOTOR 2, but for the PC and I have yet to bother with it. So here's my question. Considering that the new KOTOR game is an MMO, how would you explain what an MMO is to a complete MMO tard like myself without talking above my head? And how would you sell me on giving it a shot? Cookie Dough, Rookie Blow, and Muppets in the Snow, Jamie Douglas.
Yep.
Well, Jamie.
Let's start off really basic. Not just for Jamie, but for everyone out there.
Right.
MMO stands for Massive Multiplayer Online.
Right.
Which means basically that at any given time there's lots of people playing this game. Whether it's an MMORPG, which is a role-playing game that's
like
MMO.
World of Warcraft.
Star Wars Galaxies.
WoW. Star Wars Galaxies.
EverQuest.
Warhammer.
Yeah.
Age of Conan. Dark Age of Camelot.
Yep.
Tabula Rasa.
Yeah.
Many different MMORPGs.
There's also been attempts at other MMOs like first-person shooters.
Right.
There's MMO puzzle games like Pirate Puzzle
Mm-hmm.
Pirates, or whatever it is. But yeah, that's basically.
Well, even on Xbox Live, there's Uno.
Yeah.
Which is, it's an MMO card game.
Yeah, for the most part.
Or Yahoo Games, you can play poker and you can play Yahtzee and you can play Rummy and you know, all those things. Those are all. It would probably fall into the MMO umbrella.
But I'd say the popular opinion just means that there's a maintained universe that's always running even when you're not there.
Right.
So that's the basis of an MMORPG.
Right. You've got. It's just like our world. When you go to sleep, it's not like, you know, the world shuts down.
Exactly.
There's still people up doing stuff.
Even though you're the focus of your story,
right,
you're not always the focus of the world, even though it always seems to me that you're the only person who can save this world among 5 million other people who can always save the world.
Right.
But, so that's basically what an MMORPG is.
Right. And that's what we focus on because that's what we play.
Yeah.
Like I said, WoW is World of Warcraft. And you're right, Warcraft did start as an RTS, real-time strategy.
And a pixel, little 2D pixel RPG.
Right, with sprites.
Yeah, sprites. So, yeah.
It did start that way.
Not pixels. But, yeah, so with Warcraft 3, they jumped to 3D.
Right.
And since
but the gameplay was the same. You've got units, you've got resource management, what have you.
But that's, yeah, so I can see where you got that. But now it's complete 3D world.
Yep.
Polygon graphics, everything. You know, it's into the modern age.
Yes.
So.
That's what an MMO is. That's what WoW is. WoW, World of Warcraft takes the Warcraft story from the RTS further, expands it.
So
anyway.
But we have some clips from World of Warcraft to help illustrate this a little bit better. So.
Right. Here they are.
Hi there. This is one of my avatars in World of Warcraft, Draconisis. He is the new class in the expansion, Death Knight. But really what it comes down to, what makes MMOs like WoW different than all other games out there, is these people running beside me. Real people. You play with real people all the time. I actually have a special guest with me here today, Mandy from Washington. Tell everyone hi. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so people, that's the big difference.
Okay, well, you just watched a clip. Carl, what was that clip about?
That was,
in
short, yeah. That was just us explaining the world. And I want to thank Mandy from Washington, who is a listener. If you listen to the show, you've heard about her every once in a while. That was actually her character, and that's actually one of my characters on our server.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's the big difference. Having people around at all time. I mean, you're not always the only person trying to farm the epic creature.
Right. Don't speak in
well, I mean, like epic. I mean, even
farm.
Oh, okay.
Because
you're
not
the only person hunting, trying to kill the epic creature. So you're out there. Other people might be trying to do the same quest as you, the same task. So there's always something going on.
Right.
So and then you got crafting where people are making items that you can buy, things like that.
It's fairly involved. As far as that goes.
Yeah, and then
it even has an economy that fluctuates.
Yeah, and in some games like Star Wars Galaxy has a completely player-ran economy where there is no NPC that goes and sells like this and that. I mean, they sell junk. They quite literally just have junk dealers. So I mean, there's a lot going on. Then you have guilds.
Yep. Which are basically just groups that say we're going to call ourselves this and we're going to hang out and we just talk to each other. Yeah. I mean, they can be more structured than that. They can do big epic quests. They can do, to use terms, the instance dungeons and raids and stuff like that. But or they could just be like it's like
a little social group. Right. Yeah. They range anywhere from like just the social people from work getting together, or like people that are very into the game, very serious, structured. They have voice chat and stuff like that, and they're just crazy over it. But that actually brings us to another great thing: communication in the game.
We have a clip for that as well.
Do we?
Yeah.
Wow.
So let's check that out.
Communication is very important in a game like this. This is what talking looks like in the game. Anytime you're near someone, a little bubble will pop up over their head, like saying my guy dances like a fairy. Most of your interactions will with other players will look like this. You'll either have a bubble up on the screen, or also if you look down in the bottom left corner there's a little box that actually scrolls through it. It looks kind of like an old IRC chat or a chat room from back in the day. These are your two main ways of communicating. You also have voice in some games.